And now, your weather authority. Sponsored by McElroy's Seafood Restaurant, Biloxi.
Well, good morning, South Mississippi. Welcome back. If you've been with us, it's our last St. Patrick Catholic High School bus stop forecast of the morning. As first bell's in about 18 minutes, and it is still cold out there. In fact, a little bit below that 33, although we are working our way in that direction pretty quickly now that the sun is up. Well, I say quickly, relatively quickly, because we're only going to work our way up into the upper 50s today, which is warmer than yesterday and just as beautifully sunny, but not by very much, not really noticeable. If you walk outside, you think it was the same as yesterday, just with less wind, which makes a big difference out there. Before we get back to the details, let's check in on the tropics, which cooling down similar to how we are here. Not quite as much though, of course. I don't think it ever gets that cold out in the tropics either way. Not a lot of development expected still over the next week here. No named storms or areas of development expected, even going further than that, upwards into like the last week of November. Doesn't look like any real signals popping up that any low pressure system will be forming. So we'll see if we end up with Nestor or not as we finish up the season. Either way, that would put us right in that range with the preseason forecast of 13 or 14 named storms. So beautiful outside. Again, blue skies, sunshine. Sun's been up with us for about an hour and a half now. The Scarlet Pearl camera here looking westward. It's gorgeous over Back Bay. A lot of sunshine out there, just again, not a whole lot of warmth as we're just now at 30 in Gulfport, so still 2 degrees below freezing. Bay St. Louis finally dipping into those upper 20s there. Everybody else starting to bounce back, so though with that wind factored in, which thankfully it's weaker than yesterday's, it does still feel like upper 20s at least, so still pretty cold out there. A frozen start now largely behind us. We'll still work our way north of freezing for a couple locations over the next couple of hours. Heading into a sunny and dry afternoon with an expected high of about 57 degrees with the sun setting right around 5 o'clock later today. Clear skies expected through the night and a stray cloud not completely out of the question. Sunrise at about 6:20 tomorrow and noticeably warmer, upwards of 45 degrees. That's still about 10 degrees cooler than it should be, so still chilly. But that's a big jump from upper 20s where we ended up today. So southerly winds helping out with that, bringing in that low level moisture. So not looking like it'll be humid really, and even once we head into the weekend, but certainly more humid than it is right now, which is just shockingly dry. And that's what's going to help our mornings really warm up here. You can see those streamlines turning red and coming in out of the south there. Tail end of a front getting close enough to kind of increase that pull and give us that cloud cover. Otherwise, we just continue to see largely the same conditions. High pressure still lingering close enough to keep that cloud cover light and fairly low in the atmosphere, and leading to more sunshine getting through all the way into Friday. So for the rest of the week, we'll see clouds start to work their way in by the end of it, but still looking pretty good and warming up noticeably. Finally getting back into those 70s by the time we head into just tomorrow, with mornings jumping from 20s today, 40s tomorrow, mid-50s by the end of the week, and then heading through the weekend and into the next, and that rain arrives, we'll climb back into those low 60s.